Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And this watch is a platinum 1999 model year limited edition of 150 pieces, launched to celebrate what would have been the 150th birthday of Emil Lange. And Emil Lange was the son of the patron saint and founder of modern watchmaking in Saxony, F.A. Lange. And so this is a tribute to the entire Lange family and one of the most beautiful limited editions ever to issue from Lange Sohne's modern Glashütte factory. This watch, launched in '99, is a throwback to the size sensibilities of a kinder, gentler era of dress watches. At 35.9 millimeters in diameter, it's only 8.3 millimeters thick. It is 42.5 millimeters from lug to lug with a 19 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, and it wears quite easily. Now the strap is stiff, it hasn't broken in, but when it does, I won't have to pull it so tight and I won't be compressing my wrist. A man can wear this, a woman can wear this. I think this would wear fine on a wrist as small as 13 and no, let's say 13, even on the nose, centimeters circumference. And you can see how much clearance I have even pulling the strap tight. It'll even clear a dress cuff and a tight sleeve, so no issues there. The strap is very generous. Large, rectangular, symmetrical scale alligator leather. Money was spent on this cut of the hide. You can see it's semi-gloss black, monotone stitch, folded edge, calfskin on the bottom, no crimping, no gouging. A Lange Sohne factory strap. And what makes this different from an example I've previously reviewed on this channel is that somebody spent big and opted for the full deployant clasp on this watch. Standard was a pin buckle, so this is an unusual sight on a Lange watch, as even limited editions and complications generally come with a pin buckle unless you spend 4 figures in euro to buy this clasp. So not only does this add real mass and value to the watch as precious metal, but also offers you a little bit of protection against accidentally dropping your watch while donning or removing it. Taking a look at the case band, you can see not every Lange case features a brushed center section, but this one does, to break up the sheer of the case. We have polish and satin. We have the company's distinctive stepped lugs, which company co-founder Gunter Blumlein thought would be important to give the watches a distinctive look and set them apart from the Swiss. Of course, Lange Sohne was reestablished in 1990, so the original company, founded by F.A. Lange and overseen by his sons, is today called Glashütte Original, whereas this is a revival brand, admittedly by Walter Lange, one of the scions of the Lange family, but this is a brand whose history dates back to 1990. So in 1999, when this watch was made, they were in, well, basically their first decade of operation, and they got up to speed quickly with an uncompromising standard of materials, decoration, and engineering. So even though this isn't a big watch, it has a lot of impressive technical refinements, one of which is the Moonphase. Now, standard Moonphase adjustment on a watch is typically about 2 years and 7 months. A perpetual calendar Moonphase generally uses a 135 tooth gear and needs to be adjusted every 122 years. This Moonphase only needs one correction every 1,000 years. We've got a lot to love. The dial base is made of sterling silver and black galvanized. We've got a chemin de fer outboard for reading our minutes and a little one in a sunken sub-register for reading our seconds. We do have a stop seconds function if you want to pull the crown out and set the watch to a reference time. You can easily do so. We have a little pusher adjuster for correcting that Moonphase. You shouldn't need to use it too often. We have white gold stars, constellation, hour indices with tri-star markers for 3, 6, and 9, Arabic numeral 12, and those are all applique white gold, along with the alpha style hands at center, so they will never oxidize or tarnish. Taking a quick look at the case back, a small but mighty machine. Homage à Emil Lange. And you can see this little watch has caliber 9431, so that means Lange work started on the movement in 94. It was the 3rd movement they worked on in 1994, and this is revision 1 of it. Manual wind, it has a power reserve of 45 hours, a 3 hertz beat rate, 26 joules. It's adjusted in a high horology standard of 5 positions. And as you can see, It features a freehand engraved balance cock with a lot of hand decoration here, and we may as well talk about a few of those items. So the idea always, along with distinctive case form, was create distinctive movements at Lange, and as a revival brand, it needed a strong identity. So the idea was just write off the modern era of East German watchmaking and jump back to the classical era before collectivization under the communists, back when pocket watches were still dominant. So we have a 3/4 style bridge like a pocket watch. We have this freehand engraved balance cock, so that's done with a burin by eye-hand coordination, not with a lathe. We have golden chaton cups for the jewels, because historically it would have been difficult to press the cup directly into a bridge or plate. A precision cup was made of gold, the jewel pressed into that, and then the assembly fitted to the bridges and plates and held in place by screws. Not necessary today, it's for artisanal reasons and historical reasons, but it is beautiful. We have both polished and fired blue screws, and you can see the 3/4 plate is reminiscent of a pocket watch, but so is the use of German silver. Now, it's a bit of a misnomer. It's an alloy of nickel, copper, and zinc, with the copper giving it this sort of champagne hue for which it's known. And it's very resistant to corrosion, although it will darken over time naturally. We have engine-turned perlage on the base plate. We have black polish on the swan's neck fine adjustment mechanism, as well as the cap of the escape wheel. And although we don't have a lot of bridges, you can see the ones we do have feature gorgeous mirrored anglage, and this is all 30 meters water resistant, which effectively is the kind of water resistance you would expect for splashes and rain exposure, not actual submergence. I will even say that when you pull the crown out, the way it sets is exquisite. There's very little dead angle. Almost from the moment you start to turn this crown, the minute hand is moving, speaking to a high degree of manufacturing precision. If you love this watch, and it's hard not to, 35.9 millimeters. It's a watch for him, her, for anyone. Reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.